a stream on Saturday and rant more about this. So if I can have a few more revelations and come up with a few more things to talk about, maybe we'll do this again Saturday. I want to try and stream more than just once a week. So if I could try and stream twice a week, that would probably be better. And I know that there's people who will watch on Saturdays who can't watch on Wednesday nights. So I think if I can come up with a few more ideas to rant and ramble about on Saturday, I'll try and do this again for you guys. So perhaps I'll see you then. So until the next time I see you in the next video,
the next live stream, I want to thank each and every one of you one last time. And thank you to all my mods who are here tonight. I saw Rose and Jonna and Holden here. So thank you guys all for hanging out with me tonight. Art Hawk and Truth Hurts and Davey D. LaFleur, Kelly Yamaguchi, and even Loose Sapphire, who I maybe butted heads with for a little bit. I'm glad you were here tonight as well, sir. Glad all y'all was here tonight. So thank you guys, each and every one of you.
So with that said,
I'm gonna get off here. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time. All right.
So
peace out. Much love. Good night, and bye-bye.
Thank you very much for that awesome stream, Jake. I was thinking maybe you would be on Sunday because it's your birthday. So we'll see. By the way, just in case you're not, happy early birthday. This is going to be the after party, so welcome everybody. I will be here until we're done. I don't know when that will be. To start off, this guy was trying to butt heads with Jake tonight. So real quick, just so everyone could see, because Jake was not much content on his thing. And he's right. So he has these videos. So there's not a lot here. Who knows? Maybe they're good videos. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But he does not have, hundreds of videos. He just doesn't. There. If this, what's his Bo guy shows up, he was getting on my nerve. That guy's not good at all. I mean, he would keep apologizing and like an ass. He was like trying to pretend to be a good guy. Sorry about that. This Wi-Fi can be terrible, so please excuse that. Let's see who's in here tonight. Official Northern Champ who asked about it. I'm glad you're here. RY's here. Of course, that was me saying we would start once Jake's done because people were starting to come in. I didn't want them to come in before Jake was done. I have it up just so it's up, but obviously I want Jake to be the one watched until he's finished. And Art Hawk is here today. So howdy. Hi, howdy. Yeah. Being an ass. He would say something, and this finally gotten me to ban him if it weren't for Kelly Yamaguchi doing it. And that was he loving men. And so I knew right away this guy was there to cause trouble as soon as that happened. Try to give him a chances. I try to see. I kind of already had a sense that he was bad, but I tried to try to give him chances. But then once that happened, that was it. I know. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, LaFleur. And glad to see you here. JP Crucino is in the house. Nate is in the house. How you doing? Concurrent Times, how are you doing today? Glad you're here. Yes, of course. Okay. We got to get to this again because they keep brainwashing people with it. So, oh boy. The fact that I know I'm probably not going to stop this whole thing from happening. I'm just hoping I can. So I'm using my thing here for that slight chance, just very slight chance that I may be able to stop this problem, this just complete ETs that don't exist. And now they have a new shill on here as well. This clown, this government actor, Ross Coldhart. Is he even a real doctor? I mean, we don't even know that. This is a Hollywood celebrity that is telling people extraterrestrials are real, and this guy's an idiot. There are no UFOs that are made by non-human intelligence. They don't exist, and they never, ever will, unless it's AI and computer generated. I mean, come on. Now they have this guy here.
Just tranche of UFO files.
Well, first off, thank you for having me on your platform. I think people listen.
Who knows? They used celebrities multiple times. It could. I don't know for sure, and I'm not here to test that right now.
And trust your voice, and I'm so glad that you're dealing with this subject matter down under.
And I'm so glad you're teaching this subject matter down under because I want to brainwash the public into thinking. And this is how I sound. This is how I want to sound because you know what? I am part of the Hollywood B system and I always will be. This is Dr. Phil signing off. Beep, 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 beep. And I put like robotic in it too. Oh, God. This guy.
travels up here as well. So people.
I'm connected to my mobile data now. Sorry about that. My Wi-Fi, I'm on my mobile data now, so that should help. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was making fun of this character here. I want people to look at the pieces, you see, but I don't want them looking at what people like Holden looks at. I don't want them knowing that this is all made up bullshit. I want them to see the shit we want them to see. I want people to believe ETs are real. Dr. Schill is about right. Have a really good night, LaFleur, buddy. And before I hit play on this nonsense again, good eye, mate. I'm Ross Coldheart, and I'm the host of Exposing How Stupid We Are by Telling People ETs are real. I am a government shill who thinks the public is so stupid that they'll listen to everything I tell them because I am a government psyop worker. That's Ross Coldheart impression. God. All right, buddy. I understand. I think RY is going to watch through his Roku, so he'll still watch, but he won't be in the chat.
And the second piece, one piece is, what are
Now, before we continue, we need change. We always have to have the change. You see here. No. It's a mobile hotspot. It is a mobile hotspot. So we're good. Now, we have to have change. You see, Bill Clinton, was the president of these United States long ago. We have to have change. And the change is going to have a lot of separate things in it. And here's what the change is going to be. We have to make sure that people are brainwashed into believing extraterrestrials are real because I want people to be stupid. I also want to make these following changes, which I've always wanted to make my whole presidential career. I want to eat salt until I get deprived of liquid in my body. I want to eat McDonald's until I get fat to the point where I can't wear any clothes. And you know what? I also want to have sex with Monica Lewinsky. I'm Bill Clinton. And before we continue this PSYOP video, because this video is, in fact, full of bullshit, I'm going to send it to my VP. Howdy, everybody. I'm Al Gore. Now, because the people in this society don't have a lockbox, and the people in the lands that are not discussed do, this is why those lands are far more civilized and far more developed. They use lockbox material and put things inside a lockbox. Now, we all know the lockbox is essential for all human beings and kinds. And we have to make sure the lockbox is in real place. Now, we have to make sure that the lockbox is present, because if the lockbox starts forming in the United States and in the 7 continents, maybe we'll let them go to the more sophisticated lands that we've hidden from them. But until then, we won't. So I'm Al Gore, and the only word I'm going to use for this presidential campaign is lockbox. No, that's Al Gore and Bill Clinton. He does he? Good one.
We're going to disclose to the world and certainly to the American public. But then once we tell them what we tell them, what are we going to do with their reaction?
This is what we're going to do with their reaction. And I'm not going to say it unless if it's here. So I'm going to say it here now. We're going to scare them into believing a fake alien disease, which will require a one world government pandemic. That's my impression of Dr. Phil again. Yeah, he has. Yep.
How are we going to handle their response to all this? Because quite frankly, I'm very concerned about that.
I'm very concerned about that because I want to brainwash the public, and I'm concerned that some of them will be too smart for our bullshit. Yeah, that's what's really going on here.
As many as 71% of the adults in America say they believe that we're not alone in the universe.
Now, other stupid people who believe this, yes. I actually think there's less people than that. But, oh my God. Who knows? I may be wrong. I may be wrong on that. There may be more for all we know.
So people can listen to that and say, well, you know, they already think that's the case. But there's a difference between an abstract nod on some survey and having it confirmed that the human exceptionalism belief has been altered, that we're some.
And we want to destroy religion. This is why we're making up these ET lies. I'm going to keep lying so that we can destroy all religious aspects because we want people to believe extraterrestrials in an atheist manner. That's Dr. Phil for you. That's my impression of robotic Dr. Phil. I'm going to make it into a robotic one, I think. Hi, Rose. How you doing tonight?
We're different in the food chain, and that there could be a presence right here on Earth from another solar system, from another galaxy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he sounds like a moron, too.
And that can change the whole belief system. It can change our religious beliefs. It can certainly have a profound impact on certain parts of the demographic, those that are, perhaps easily destabilized. It can have an effect on some of the elderly population that is not as technologically advanced as others. And I worry about their exploitation by those that are ready to seize and con them into giving them all their money to move.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the conning is you. You're the con. Telling people that ETs are here. You sound like a dumbass. Oh, my God. All right. I know, exactly. Just all of a sudden it changes. Exactly. Yeah, Dr. Phil, that is Dr. Phil for you. Speaking of, they want to say, some people are quote unquote out siders and they're not. Let's show a video of a glitch that I saw the other day, because I do look around stuff sometimes. Let's show a video of a glitch, shall we? I'll show the glitch. I'll put it on slow-mo too so everyone can see it. Right here. Did you see that little glitch there? I'll put it on normal speed just in case. Does everyone see that? Oh, wait. That was stupid. Sorry about that. It wasn't up. I'm very sorry about that. Sometimes I make mistakes. Bear with me. Okay, I'm going to play it in normal speed, and then I'm going to play it in slow-mo. Here we go.
On the resurgence of political terrorism.
Okay. Let's show it in slow-mo.
Resurgence of political terrorists.
Do you see how it look at how odd this moves?
Political.
I'm going to try to do frame by frame. Okay.
Oh, political.
Yeah, okay. That was an AI glitch. Yep. AI glitch. Computer glitch. So this is not the real Cenk Uygur. This is some computerized imposter. Almost certainly. Whether it's AI, CGI, I don't know. It's fake. This is not a real person talking. That we know for sure. See, this is why, and I look at all this bullshit every week and try to find stuff for us all here. And I found that's one thing I found. That is not the real Cenk Uygur. And people will say, the Young Turks, they're fighting against the establishment and the deep state. No, they're not. They're right up their ass. And look at this. They're using AI. Oh, wait a minute. I got to get this light on. There we go. Using the same computer AI shit that all of the others use. Oh, yeah. And people in chat think it's real. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yep. Well, this is what you get. By the way, I wanted to show you something else as well in terms of fake phony crap. I have another fake phony thing to show everyone tonight. And I found this funny with our scripted election here in California. If it will let me. Oh, maybe they disabled the maps. Oh well. Did they get rid of all the data already on the maps? Maybe they did. Wow, that was quick. Because usually like an API shows up. Let's see. Maybe they got rid of it already. Yeah, they already got rid of all the data. Okay. Yep. So I'll have to actually pull it up from the. I was hoping to get the map version out, but I guess not. I like to be more graphic in terms of showing data and stuff like that. But we could pull up the PDF of this nonsense as well. So there's a reason why I wanted to show this. So there's that trans she-man, Jack Kelman, who's really a man. Okay. I want to show you the percentage. Oh, look. 3.6, or if you want to read it in my term, 336. 666. And this is the let me pull up the archived version of it. This is the she-man that we're talking about. Oh my God. Or is the Wayback Machine not even working now? Because usually I can pull crap up from there. Maybe there's a glitch there tonight too. Okay, here we go. It's loading. Yeah, there's the she-man. Oh, look at this. That's a man. That's a man for sure. I don't care what anyone says. That is a man. That is not a woman. No way in hell is that a woman. Oh my God. Yeah, 3.6, 666. No shock. No surprise. Oh, yeah. Such bullshit. Yeah, and I know, JP, you've said that before, and I could agree with you. They do look pretty similar. That She-Man and Trudeau, and the Trudeau character, look pretty similar. I do agree on that. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And just so everyone could see it again, what I'm talking about. So there's that Jack Kelman character right here. And there's the 666 that I was referring to. 3.6% out of all the numbers. Yeah, funny. No, they did that on purpose. They definitely did that on purpose. Oh, God. Yep. So, with that being said, what else do I got tonight? Yep. I could have sworn I saw something else pretty interesting as well from my researches. Let me fix my chair, and then I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, there we go. YouTube, going back to the YouTube. Let's see what else we've got here. What else was I'm going to show next? Let me think of what I'm going to show next. So I did that. We did that stupid nonsense already. I got to find that clip too, because that's going to really help. I'm going to look that up this weekend. Jake's right about the music, though. Music has turned to crap. it is all computer generated now. I mean, just the music stinks now. I don't even know half the people's names anymore. I'll listen to them and I'll be like, who the hell is that person? It's like I don't even care because it sounds bad. Like I know people that like this Tame Impala character. No, it's fake. He doesn't really sing. I know people. And apparently Justin Bieber. No, it's all bad. That's why I don't listen to any of that garbage. Looking back on it, I'm sad that I grew up listening to that, and I used to like it. Not anymore. Not anymore. And yep. All right. What was I'm going to show next? Was there some other stupid thing going on with that whole case? Yep. Oh, God. I do have to show this. All right. I mean, look. Now they're even putting it on National Geographic. It's like, come on. We all know the whole thing's fake. There are no such things as extraterrestrials, and there never will be. Just ridiculous. Yeah. Although they're pushing it. They're pushing it hard. Oh, good. Oh, glad to hear that. Let's see. What else do we got here? Oh, boy. Look who finally posted for the first time in months. Oh, God. He's back. Just when I thought he was gone, he's back. Boo. Oh, boy. Oh, God, that asshole's back. Oh, boy. Yep, he's back. Oh, boy. Yeah, sadly, he's back. I thought maybe he would be gone for good. I guess not. It was nice while it lasted. Oh. Let's see, what else do I have planned for you guys tonight? Same thing. It's not just music. It's same thing with TV shows. They suck now. There's nothing good about them. I mean, I grew up watching Henry Danger and Danger Force. I grew up with that. And at the end of Danger Force, I mean, looking back on it, the whole thing looks pretty bad. But the end of Danger Force was just extra bad. There was nothing good going on that show at all. And of course, they were teaching kids to want to be trans and all that crap. Of course, they teach kids that because that's what they teach them all the time now. Oh boy. The whole thing's a nightmare. Yeah, but they do that on kids shows all the time. They literally had a drag queen on Nickelodeon sing a whole song about how great it is to be part of LGBTQ. Yeah, oh yeah, they did a whole music video on it, and it was meant for 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. It's like, come on. But that's what they want to push. Good one, RY. Yeah, it is. It is. Unfortunately, though, that's what goes on Nickelodeon today. It used to be the what's it called? The Wear Your Shorts, whatever Jake watched. Now it's all this crap now. I mean, they do it on PBS too. I think a while ago. I'm going to try to find it now. Yeah, I'm going to try to find it now. I want to show this. This is what they show people, what they did a few years ago on PBS, okay? This is no joke.
Fun to be with. Someone until the big moment? She probably doesn't trust anyone to do a good enough job. Go.
Some people may have grew up watching this. Oh, yeah, I did too. Those two were getting married. 2 men. This is what they show now. Okay, I've shown enough. I've shown enough of that. Yeah, I grew up watching that show before it turned that way. That was back before that happened. Oh, God. And they did a whole promotion on how everyone's a racist, too. Yeah, they did that as well. This is what's become a kids' television now. I mean, this is kids' television now. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. I mean, come on. I'll be right back. I'll put on a Jake video while I'm going to put on a Jake video while I say goodnight. Actually, it wasn't as long as I thought. I'm back. I will have to bring my stuff in a few minutes. I have returned. Yeah, no, I didn't, because I thought I was going to be gone longer, but I wasn't. I am going to play a Jake clip when I bring my stuff in. So that's when I will play a clip from him. And it looks like he made one recently, so I'll play that one. I'll do a shorter one, actually. I won't be that long. Yeah, I'll probably play this one when it's time. Okay. So when it's time for that, I'll play that one. Although I want the non-ad version because I know they'll copyright strike it. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's set up now. And Jake, to his credit, let me adjust my seat. To his credit, Jake was right about something else. Now, there was a lot of good songs in the 80s, don't get me wrong, but they started using synthesizers for their music instead of real instruments. Like they'll do the piano synthesizers. And a really good example of where you notice that difference was the band Chicago. That was where you really noticed it. So they replaced the horns with the synthesizers. They had horns occasionally, but there was a lot more synthesizing going on in the 80s. Like if you go listen to their songs like Hard to Say I'm Sorry, Love Me Tomorrow, those songs, a lot more synthesizers. You listen to their old songs like Ballet for a Girl in Buchanan, and you know their old stuff, Beginnings, 25 or 6 to 4, it's all horns. So that's where you notice that change the most happen. And of course I like the horns, so that's why I know all about that. I mean, they're industry plants anyway, like all bands are, but their music I like, especially though back then. Mm-hmm. Exactly. But there was another video I was watching, whether was it today or yesterday, where I was like, this guy sounds like he's AI. And I forgot what video it was, but it sounded like he sounded like AI. I was going to play that, but I don't remember it. So I guess if I find it, I'll play it next time. But yeah. Let's see. And of course, TV shows the same way. So this is what I grew up watching. I'm gonna show you a picture of what I grew up watching, so everyone knows. All right, let's hear. Yep. And looking back on it, it looks real cringy. And this was the spinoff afterwards, literally like a week after, was this Danger Force. By the way, that's supposed to be a trans here too. Yep. Oh boy. All right. All right, let's see what's going on here. So yeah, I grew up watching this nonsense. Yep. I think I'm just gonna head in now. So while I head in, I'm gonna put this video. I'm gonna put this on while I head in, because I'm already getting complaints. So from
Have you seen
where I live, so I'm just gonna head in. So while I head in, I'm gonna put this on. So I hope you all enjoy it, and I will be right back.
the recent pictures and videos of Jim Carrey? Suddenly, Jim Carrey is no longer looking like the Jim you might remember in your head. He's got a new look. In fact, headlines are saying Jim looks unrecognizable. And people are asking, is this really Jim Carrey? Or is this some sort of imposter? Those of you who are awake to what goes on the world stage, celebrities get replaced all the time. And it looks like Jim Carrey may have been the latest casualty of celebrity replacement.
And prediction. Oh, loved it. Loved it. It's so beautiful. And having Michelle, Camilla Cotono, that was also amazing. It was just a brilliant evening, Really brilliant evening. Oh my gosh. Marshall Malaber was off the hook. I mean, I can't believe he committed to doing all that. Jim, now I'm closer. Can you sit here? Now what are you going to do? Now what are you doing? Jim, you got the golden shot right there.
Holy crap!
So if we go back and take a look at Jim Carrey from just last year, this photo right here was from Easter 2025. And when we compare this photo to the most recent pictures and videos of Jim Carrey, it appears to me that these are not the same person. Now, not only does it not look like the original Jim Carrey that we started with, the voice and the personality seem a bit off. I mean, yeah, sure, it kind of looks like Jim. It kind of sounds like Jim, but there's something clearly off about this new version of Jim Carrey, and I'm not the only one pointing it out. There are several headlines and news stories talking about how Jim Carrey now looks unrecognizable. Not only that, fans are wondering if this was an imposter Jim Carrey or someone wearing a mask. And of course, as we all know, Jim Carrey starred in the movie The Mask.
Took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, it's then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards. And I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot. And I tried, what I really first you met
of looks and sounds like Jim Carrey. However, something is clearly off with this new version of Jim. When I look into the eyes of this new version of Jim Carrey, personally, it looks like an imposter wearing, in my opinion. I am aware out there the notion of a hyper-realistic man totally crazy. In fact, no realistic man exists. I'm here in a, he got older. He got plastic surgery. That's Have you seen the recent pictures and mask, in my opinion? Now, I am well aware that there are a ton of people out there who will think that the notion of a hyper-realistic mask is totally crazy. In fact, most people don't even know that hyper-realistic masks even exist. So I already know the most common excuse I'm going to hear in the comment section of this video is, he got older. He got plastic surgery. That's always the excuse from the normies whenever a celebrity gets replaced and looks radically different. The TV watching sheeple will just automatically write the whole thing off as plastic surgery. Yeah, well, the plastic surgery doesn't explain why Jim sounded different and his personality was off. Does plastic surgery also change a person's voice and personality? No, it does not. So if that's going to be the excuse that people want to give, I've already heard that excuse with Dave Chappelle. I've heard that excuse with Eminem. I've pointed out for years when celebrities get replaced, and always the most common excuse I hear is, he got older, he had plastic surgery.
I don't think another intelligence agency in the world devoted the time and the budget to disguise like we did. Disguise became a form of body armor. In the Spy Museum, we call the mask a 5-second mask. They proved invaluable. You could change your ethnicity. You could change your gender. You could change your nationality. And if you needed to, you could actually become another person. The masks were full-face latex masks. It allows you to furrow your brow. It allows you to squint your eyes. It allows you to speak. You talk. The specific mask we're talking about would fit just one person. The first thing we do is we make a face impression. If you've been to a dentist and never had a dental impression, it's the same thing. It's just your face, not teeth. So they would have added to his face. They could rearrange his face a bit and give him a new face that would fit perfectly over his real face. The mask is the culmination of a lot of work that we did at CIA over a period of, I'd say, 10 years, developing that technology. It was a big challenge to come up with something that finally actually animated and worked to really fool a person closer than 3-4 feet from you. But we did. The fact that we're allowed to show it tells me the CIA had moved on. I don't know what they're doing. I shouldn't know. I'm dying to know, but I don't know.
Relax. You'll get to see it all later on.
So I'm proud to show people how good we got to that point and let them imagine. So what are they doing now?
Yeah, exactly. I wonder what sort of masks the CIA is using today. It amazes me whenever I bring up the fact that many celebrities are nothing more than a mask-wearing imposter. People will think that's crazy talk. That's not possible. There's no such thing as a mask that someone could wear and pretend to be someone else and get away with it on television. No way. I've been saying it for years. I think President Joe Biden is a series of actors wearing a mask, and we get some CGI deepfake Joe as well. So if the CIA is using these masks and Hollywood is using these masks, that basically leaves every single celebrity, every political figure, every single puppet on the world stage. You have to ask yourself, is that a real person? Or is it an actor wearing a mask playing a character? You may be shocked to find out certain world-famous celebrities have not only been replaced, but they may have never even existed in the first place. And I would imagine by now that they have a mask for every single celebrity, politician, you name it, across the board. Anybody with any sort of influence whatsoever, you better believe there's a mask out there. And at any point, somebody else can put that mask on and pretend to be that person. These CIA masks. Let's see if you can keep your eyes peeled and spot actors and celebrities wearing these masks now that you know the information. It should start to pop out at you. This is just another opinion from Jake the Asshole. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Peace.
Turn this on. Okay, I'm back. I'm just gonna plug this in my laptop. What the hell's going on here? Damn it. Sorry about that, everybody. Get it off the portable charger, get it onto the main charger. There we go. Now it's letting me do it. Woo! Looks like Uncle Ray Moose made it today as well. I'm just going to put this on the charger now, and then we're going to get going. I got to plug my stuff in for the night, because I'll forget if I don't do it. There we go. That's done. That's all done. Got it. Everything taken care of. Okay, yeah, we did. I'm back. Okay. And Uncle Remus is here. So hello to Uncle Remus. So I'm glad you made it. I'm glad RY's still here. All right. If is Rose still here? I'm just curious to see if Rose is still here. All right, I'm here. All right, let's see what is going to go on next. No, you see, I'm back. I'm a piece of shit, and I'm back. I'm going to challenge more people to penis measuring contest because I'm a creep. I'm Jaron Campanella. I'm a piece of shit. Jaron impression, especially now since he's unfortunately back. God damn him. Of course, I'm not happy about it. I gotta adjust this. Give me just a sec. I hope everyone's night's going well. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had to organize my room just slightly. Let me take my flip-flops off because I'm in my bedroom now. You know, this is a good night, is it? I actually think Jake's the man. And just as a little scening, speaking of classical music and speaking of the band I was talking about before I came in, Jake's the man. Yes, he is, and I can't help but trust him so. Jake's the man. Yes, he is, and I can't help but trust him so. There we go. Not quite yet. I will eventually, but not quite yet. Yep. Using an old song to reference Jake in a good way. I'm gonna check on something. I'm making sure that Rose doesn't want to talk tonight because there were issues again in the chat, and Truth Hurts once again got blocked. And I was paying very close attention to that tonight. So, unfortunately, sometimes that happens. So, yep. And I will text it to you I actually have the answer to that question. I'll text it to you. I know he's got to do one. He's got to do one because he did a Biden one, so he's got to do one here too. I agree. I know. I didn't even know he was starting one. I will. I don't want too much said though until I have the talk privately with Rose and Jake and Jonna about what happened. But I'll text it to you. I just don't want anything said here until I get to actually have a talk with Rose with the, If for some reason I do hear that Rose wants to talk about it, we will end early. But right now, there's no indication of that. So we're going to continue going. But if she does want to talk about that tonight, I will be ending early so we can figure out. So, if Jake's available, we can talk about that as well. I'm going to send it to RY. Okay. RY, I just sent it to you. It is for now. It is for now, RY. Of course, next week, once I tell Rose and Jake and we get it all situated, then you can talk about it here all you want. It's just I want to have that discussion without him trying to make up lies or something. It's more of that. But RY, I did send it to you. And if you get the text, text me back if you are able to. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And I think it was the same person a couple weeks ago too. But yep. Sometimes that happens. Well, I'll be talking to Rose about it. We'll find out. But it wasn't just Truth Hurts. Seer got blocked. I think one of JP Crucino's messages got blocked again. I mean, the fact that this now happened for the second time in 3 weeks. Yeah, it's something I'm going to be having a talk either tonight or tomorrow about it. That's what we're going to be talking about. Me and Rose, that's what we're going to be talking about either tonight or tomorrow. And we're going to hopefully, I'm going to ask if we could get Jake because they have Jake's number. If we could do a group call discussing that. No, it's not. And it definitely needs to be stopped. No, that's why I'm saying until we get it done, don't type up names. So I'm just giving the generality of it right now, just so that the people who did get blocked, at least someone acknowledges and if Seer or Truth Hurts or any of them are watching this, I apologize for what happened tonight, even though it wasn't me that did it. And I did my best to try to resolve the problem at the time being. So I wanted to acknowledge that, hey, someone did see what happened and you're not being ignored. So that's kind of why I wanted to bring that up here. But I'm not going to bring up any specifics until I have that talk tomorrow or tonight or whenever. So next week I'll bring it up once it gets all situated. But it was only one comment. It was only one comment, but still, it's a problem. It's definitely a problem. I know, exactly. And I made sure, and this will be the last thing I say about this. I did save screenshots of it, so I actually have actual evidence that this happened. So it's not like I'm just going to be saying it. I'm going to be showing them the screenshots of it as well. And I made a video, a private video of it as well, and I'll send that to them as well. So the proof's definitely there. Because just saying it is not always enough, and it shouldn't be enough. You need to actually have the screenshots. And that's why I wasn't able to say for sure who it was, because I forgot to screenshot it 2-3 weeks ago. Tonight I did not. Tonight I definitely did. So with that being said, let's move on to the other stuff that was planned for tonight. Oh boy. I want to see. Now, I didn't do a lot of looking this week for a lot of stuff. So I guess we're going to be doing that now. Let's see any other fake news. And I mainly look from the right because here's the thing. The left is so stupid and dumb, the stuff they talk about, that if you can't figure out that they're fake, you're never going to figure it out. And that's why I mainly focus on bashing the right, the fake right, I should say. Because like I said, let's be honest, if anyone's believing anything that the libtard Democrats are saying, they're never going to figure it out. That's just not going to happen. Oh, that may be Rose right now. Oh, that's RY. Okay. All right, buddy. Yeah, we could do that. Maybe even tomorrow. Yeah, they're doing this fake Iran crap. Of course they're doing this fake crap. Why wouldn't they? What a joke. The whole thing's a joke. Let's see what other fake stories they have out. I would argue. Ooh, let me check. I want to make sure it's not Rose. I agree, RY. I agree. I would argue that what's going on now with the fake phony Republicans is socialist, especially when you're talking about extraterrestrials existing. That's pretty socialist. Talking about government buying into companies, that's socialist. They're both socialists. They both are. And they're both horrible. The whole thing's a joke. It really is. I don't blame you, RY. And I have talked to JP. He's a good guy. He's a very good guy. So that's good. And I've had him on StreamYard where we both have our faces showing. So that's good. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I know. Well, I mean, I didn't think they were all good. I kind of never did. But yes, a lot of people thought, and that guy, yeah, he is a total asshole. He sounds like one too. His voice irritates the shit out of me. Him and Newsom, both their voices. You know, that would be a good debate for worst voice. Levin Newsom. That would be a debate for the worst voice out of the two major parties. That would be a good one. Exactly. So, if before I woke up, and sometimes I like to play this fun game. Before I woke up, who would I have voted for? What did my sheeple brain at the time tell me? So we're going to get into it. Just as an example, I'm going to show just a couple examples. Like, for example, I would have never voted Arnold. I would have never voted this guy in, ever. But again, we already knew the Democrats were libtards. So I would have either picked Art Oliver or Edward Noonan. And I would have leaned toward Oliver. Probably. But I could see my sheeple self voting for Noonan as well. So That's one of the examples. And that's just one example, like another one. Oh, here's another one that looked just so obvious. But there's no way I would have picked this guy either. Probably I would have gone with Ogden for sure. Almost certainly I would have gone with Ogden here. But again, that was when I was a sheeple. In reality, this guy's just as much part of the whole cult as the other two. All of these people are probably part of the same stupid big group. They all are part of it. That's the reality of it. And you know what was funny? Even in a sheeple world, even for people who believe in all this stuff, I know this is actually pretty funny, and I did want to show this. They had this stupid primary for governor after Schwarzenegger, this fake phony primary. These two were literally battling to see who was the bigger known liar. They were both left-wing libtards in practice, and they both try to distance themselves from it. That literally was the primary of who lied more. No joke. Although they're all liars, and they lie about so many other things. I'm just saying, in a sheeple perspective, I mean, they were lying about their own fake positions. Like, come on. Yeah, that's good advice. Yeah, they do. And the third parties do too. I'm just saying, if I was still thinking that way, I would pick third parties, because there's no way I'm picking either major party. But it's all fake, so it doesn't really matter anyway. I mean, they handpick our results. So does it really even matter? I just thought it would be fun to show that. Yeah. All right, let's see what else is going to go on here tonight. Okay, yes. Actually, I'm going to show other examples of it. Whether it's I'm going to do state Supreme Court decisions and not the federal. The federal ones, obviously, this is a good talking point. Whether it's real or, I mean, it is not real. It's fake. But they have this thing saying, even in a sheeple's mind, they have to think the voters don't matter to these people, because they don't. So, for an example, they had these this Proposition 187 here that was supposed to be ineligibility for public services for illegals. I think it was the U.S. Supreme Court that overturned that. I'm not sure whether it was that or the state one. One of them did. One of them overturned it. So all the green is yes for supporting banning, taxpayer-funded services, and the red ones obviously are the ultra, according to this data, the libtards. What was other measures? There's a couple other ones where they showed that. This one, Prop 22, this was going to allow Uber and stuff to not have to pay the ridiculously big minimum wage in the state. It passed. All this green is right-leaning vote, as in do not force minimum wage laws onto these companies. And guess what won? State Supreme Court overruled the voters. So the voters didn't really matter there either, did they? Do you want to see another one? This is another example. And this one is the most recent one, by the way. And it's just a joke. Actually, I may have I want more of the because sometimes the green and red can be a little confusing. So I'm going to try to get one with the blue for conservative or right-leaning, red for the libtard leaning. I mean, it's all fake anyway, but you know what I mean. I want to have it up that way so more people understand what I'm even showing them. Oh, wait, I may already have it colored that way. Yeah, I think I already have it because I made the data here just so I can show this for this type of event. So I actually think I'm the one who put the data here. Yeah, I am, because it's already colored that way. So, and I do so that we can make fun of all these hand-picked races. All this blue means they voted no for increasing the minimum wage. The red is obviously yes. Guess what? They overruled that. The lawmaker. I don't even think it went through a court. I think the lawmakers just overruled the voters. They don't care about the voters. They don't care. It's all about themselves. It is. It's all about what they want. They want small businesses crushed so that their government-owned businesses that are, they say are private businesses that are not, they're government-owned, can thrive. And the actual privately owned businesses die. That's what they want. They don't care about anything the voters say. So those are some examples. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure those aren't the only ones, but those are the ones I found. I want to see what people are saying about that. Oh, God, really? They really had that initiative there? Oh, God. The fact that that's even... That's ridiculous that Oregon would even have a initiative like that. That violates people's rights in so many ways. Oh, who knows? Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. They may exist there. I mean, they're all part of the same group of corrupt people, but wouldn't shock me if they had their meetings here. I don't know. I think everything's pretty... Everything to me is black and red. Red for communist, socialist, black for anything that's fascist. And sometimes they let us have things too. I mean, obviously, I'm able to talk to you guys now. So, I mean, they let us have that. But in terms of the economy, no, there's no free market here. And they say that, no, there isn't. It's a lot of businesses that are private or really government owned. I mean, they even admit it. They call it corporate welfare. They admit this is not a actual free market. Exactly. Yeah, that too. Yeah. And you know what else? This is how stupid the libtards are. If even, let's say it's all private companies, and it's not. The minimum wage, if you put that up, guess what? These big, what they call ultra multinational things, and these big corporations they so-called want to tame and control, they're able to pay the higher minimum wages. It's the small businesses that can't. So what does that tell you? So that's why they're libtards, because they don't get it. The more money, the more you can afford. So that means the bigger companies can afford the higher wages, where the small ones cannot. It's simple math. It's simple math. And there was another thing I was going to say. There was another thing I was going to say about this whole thing. George Bush, that character, before that whole presidency ended, he said it himself. He's even admitted in a way that this is not a free market. We ended the free market to fix the free market. He said that. Basically admitting that this is not a free market. And it isn't. It isn't. Even George Bush admitted it. Yeah, exactly. They don't. They don't. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And you know what? Okay, let's say all the fake. Let's say everything they've told us is real. You know what pattern I've noticed before, I woke up to Jake? This was me as a sheeple. This was me then. And you know what I asked myself? Why, if the minority communities, the blacks, were enslaved all these years, when they finally get their civil rights, why is it then that they do these big economic regulations? And that when you look at the data, the black unemployment is still worse by a lot. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's because they don't care. And they use it as an excuse for economic justice. No. Well, if you're going by the data, it hasn't helped at all. It's only made it worse. And my thought process before I met Jake was, if we had a real free market, because I already knew this market was not a real free market, would the black unemployment be just as low as the unemployment for everyone else? Because clearly what's happening now, according to what they show us, ain't working. But we don't know what really happened. I don't know what really happened. But that was always in my mind. Back then. And you know what I've also said? Back then too, back when I used to believe all this stuff, during the whole Black Lives Matter thing, when they were acting crazy, during that whole thing, I'm like, the slaveholders cared about their lives in a way because they wanted them to be their slaves. So instead of cheering Black Lives Matter, why don't they cheer Black Rights Matter? As in their rights. I'm like, why don't they cheer that? And I was always thinking that too, as a sheeple as well. Strange how they don't want to talk about how they didn't name it that. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. Exactly. And it hurt the very people that they said it was going to help. Let's be honest about that. At least I think so. I think it hurt the people that it was supposed to help. And it was all a fake thing anyway. Just to make people hate each other. That's all it was. So that they could keep lying to people about other stuff, like ETs existing. Which is why we're here not talking about this stupid crap and talking about the stuff they're actually lying about. Because all the hate that they're pushing, that's just to keep people from actually spending time doing what we do. Because I guarantee you, if they didn't have all this hatred going on, people would be doing what we're doing. And a lot more of them would be doing it. But all the hate keeps people distracted from what the real issues are. Hey, and that guy got it wrong from in June. What's his name? The one that said the Seattle Beast or whatever. Yeah, that was wrong. And I don't think his August prediction. When is his August? Uncle Remus will know the answer to this. When's his August prediction supposedly supposed to happen? So we can laugh at him then too. So, Here we go, August 4th. So we're going to pay attention August 4th to see if his stupid prediction will come true. Oh, of course it is. Of course it's another one. I think the other one was on Trump's birthday, right? The Seattle thing. That guy. Oh my God, he's a joke. Was it like Jurassic or something like that? That guy's a total joke. Okay, August 4th, we're going to find out. What was the prediction again? Do you remember what the prediction was? I don't even remember what it was. It was something ridiculous. I know with the Seattle thing, it was the biblical beast, which never happened. Ta-da! Oh, God. That was the Seattle thing. Yeah, he made another one. He did one in June, which he was wrong, and he had one in August. Oh, no, he had two of them. Yeah, we know. We know that guy's horrible too, though. That's right, Garrow. That's his name. Yeah, there was always two of them. There was always two. Oh, okay, that's what it was. It was the head wound day. Oh, God. We'll see. We'll see. We'll be watching August 4th, and I'm sure he'll be wrong. And we'll come back and look at his stuff in May of next year, and we'll see. He said he's never going to talk about it again, but if he does, I'll, of course, show it here and make fun of him here. God, that Garrow guy. What day of the week does August 4th fall on? I'm going to look that up right now. Tuesday. So yeah, Tuesday's August 4th. So Wednesday. So Jake will be on the next day, and I'll be in the chat congratulating him that he's right again and that Garrow was wrong. That's basically a guarantee, though. Excuse me. Let's see. I was gonna play a game for you all. Okay, let's see. Let's play. I was going to do something fun for you all as well. And I'll talk about stuff while I do that. Oh, yeah, real quick, before I actually play that, Sunday, I forgot to say, two things. First of all, LaFleur's Bowling is tomorrow, so please check that out on the LaFleur Network. He goes bowling every Thursday. Thursdays, of course, tomorrow. And the other thing I wanted to let you know is Jake the Awake. His birthday is Sunday, the 26th. So please remember to wish him a happy birthday that day. Or if he streams Saturday, wish him Saturday. Because that is his birthday. So, of course, we want to wish him a happy birthday there. Okay, I'm going to play a game for you all because I want to. I think it'll be fun. this Mario game in particular actually has a gambling part. So I think I'm going to show you that. And I grew up playing this game as a kid, so it makes it even better. All right, I don't need to have the music on. I just want to show the game, and I'll talk. Instead of the music playing, I'll just talk. I'll fast forward through all this nonsense. Okay. No, this is the casino. Yeah, we don't. Okay, here we go. This is the casino. So yeah, they literally, as a kid, I played this game as a kid. So I was since I was 5 years old, I was playing this game. I haven't played it in years. I finally played it today for the first time in a really long time, in like 10 years. I haven't played this game in like 10 years. But yes, they had a gambling casino in the game, and they actually had the gambling. Okay. I'm not going to put any money on that. So I'll show you a little bit of that. So yeah, why people gamble a lot? This is why people gamble a lot, because they literally teach people at a young age how to gamble. Oh, of course, it lands on the best one when I don't put money on it. Damn it. Oh, God. So that's that one. Oh, that's not the only one. That's not the only one they have on here. Here. Yeah, they got this one too. Yeah, I don't care. Oh, and by the way, it'll only let you have so much. You have to put all the coins in just to be able to basically play the whole board. So like that would not have counted if I only put one coin in. So there's that one. There's this game. Although this one's more of a normal one. It's where does the thing go? This is not as much. Okay, I want to actually show a gambling game, like a one that you would actually see in a casino. Who knows? You may see that in a casino. Who knows? Like this, for example. I guarantee this is in a casino, or you have to try to get the thing in the little pouch. Of course, I failed that time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I grew up playing this. This was a big part of my childhood, that's for sure. Okay, I'm just going to bet 5. And they had, of course, the scratching. This is like the lottery, kind of. And you have to try to get 3 at least of a kind. So, yeah, okay. I'm literally just going to bet 1 coin because I don't really care. Okay, so see, that was 3 of a kind. So I'm going to get 1 coin out of that. Here's the last one. Here's the last one of all of them. And you have to literally play your cards smart. There we go. Like that. You have to get 1 3 of a kind. just so that you can actually win. Because if you have one left, you lose. There we go. Especially that one. This is why I hate this game. So that ends that. That ends that round. Oh, God. I'm not really great at this game either. I'm not going to lie. And because I just played this game today, I literally had to cheat my way to get those coins earlier just so I could show everyone this. Because I wanted to be able to show everyone this game. Okay. So I may have a chance here. No, that was a loss too. Shit. What the hell? This is already going so bad. Oh, yeah, this game's already over. God, I suck at this. I stink at this. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm just going to do that until we get toward the end. Yep. Okay. There's your 3 of a kind. So I'll at least get that. Oh, God. So the star's going to lose. Yeah, there you go. I get that. And that ends that game. Just to show you an example of this nonsense, I'll cheat my way through this. I'll literally cheat my way through this game just to show you what would happen in literally the best case scenario. And I'm only doing it this one time. I'm going to cheat. Of course, it's not needed yet. So, okay. This is really where it's needed. I'm paying attention to the numbers. We're not in any danger of having to worry about that yet. There we go. Yeah, now we got to worry about that. Good, I can just load it because I already know I failed. There we go. There we go. Oh, shit. Already failed. Oh, well. I don't have to be 100%. Although now, because I already failed, I might as well actually put effort into it now. Oh, boy. Okay. I want to show everyone an example of what it looks like to win. And win big, too. I may not get everything to go the way we want it to. Oh, well. As long as I get the star, I don't care. That's the one I really want to show off. That I want to show off. Okay. And look at all that. Look. I had to do that just so you could see me win one time. All right. You all have a good night. Oh, God. Oh, no. I feel sorry for you, Uncle Remus. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, I will wish you a happy wedding anniversary then. So happy wedding anniversary. All right, you all take care. I'll catch you next time. Take care.